Welcome! If you are watching this series, you are probably already at least a little familiar with the incredible events that took place on October 13th, 1917 in Fatima, Portugal. How did this phenomenon happen? Why was Fatima, Portugal chosen to be the location of such an incredible event? Central to this miracle were the three Fatima Seers, Lucia, Fransisco, and Jacinta. Their stories have been told many times and heard by millions. However, their stories are only a part of this incredible event. There were thousands of secret witnesses to the Fatima miracle, each of whose eyewitness reports dispels some of the mysteries behind this miracle. Come with me now as we explore this great mystery and meet the secret witnesses of Fatima. Over the course of this series, we have attempted to cover all the bases concerning the Fatima phenomenon. We have approached it from multiple directions, viewed it through the eyes of many witnesses, and successfully, I believe, given an adequate idea of what occurred on that fateful day of October 13th, 1917. The last inquiry we have yet to explore in the subject of this final episode is the question, what did it prove? A good question, and immensely important to the overall weight and purpose of the Fatima message and miracle. When asked why they thought the miracle occurred, all witnesses gave a similar answer. So that we might believe. If we accept this as caused by God, then we must accept two corollaries: the reality that the children's apparitions and the authenticity of the message. Apparitions as such are not uncommon, and upon examination we find that the apparitions of Fatima were never referred to by the children as particularly significant. In all 6 apparitions, no special significance was attached to the appearance of the apparition. The apparition wore a brilliant star at the hem of the robe and a golden globe suspended around the neck. Yet no explanation was given to the globe and the star. There is reason to believe that the globe represented the world and that the star represented the red star of Russia, which the apparition had promised to change into a star of light if certain conditions are fulfilled. But again, there is something we only can assume from the message. So, we conclude that the apparition, as such, was of secondary importance, and that the miracle was primarily wrought to prove the message brought by the apparition to the world. But what exactly was this message? In summary, the message is this. Now, I'm going to pause for just a second because something just occurred to me. You're watching this video because you love hearing miraculous stories about Our Lady's love. But what about when you're away from your phone and computer or whatever screen you're watching this on? What about when you want to get away from the internet, but you still want to learn about our Lord and Our Lady? Well, let me introduce you to Crusade Magazine. Crusade Magazine is a beautiful, fully color, fully Catholic magazine filled with stories about the saints, cutting edge and current Catholic news, prayer suggestions, and so much more. We at America Needs Fatima designed Crusade Magazine to be a way that you to be inspired, informed, and spiritually fulfilled, especially when you want to get away from your electronics. When you sign up to become one of our Child of Mary members, you automatically receive a Crusade Magazine subscription as one of your gifts. So if you want pages and pages of Catholic content at your fingertips, well, click the link in the description down below to become a Child of Mary and have Crusade Magazine delivered straight to your door. Okay, back to our story. But what exactly was this message? In summary, the message is this. There is a heaven and an eternal state of separation from God. And at the present time, many souls are going to hell because there is no one to pray and to make sacrifices for them. 2. World War I was going to end, but a second world war would begin within the reign of the next pope. The world would know this second and more terrible war was about to begin when a strange light appeared in the sky. This light appeared on January 17, 1939, and caused consternation throughout Europe. 3 months later, Hitler marched into Austria. 3. Error will spread from Russia through atheists instigating further war. 4. The Pope will suffer much. 5. The good will be persecuted. 6. Several nations will be annihilated. However, and this seems to be the most important part of the message, the above occurrences will take place only if this message is not heeded by the world, and, in particular, if a sufficient number of persons do not cease offending God. 8. If men do heed this message the vision promises, Russia will be converted, and there will be peace. The key factor in heeding this message is essentially repairing our relationship with and fixing the way we view God. It is the same today as it was when Moses came down from Mount Sinai. It is the same today as when Sodom and Gomorrah were annihilated. 1/3 of the nations of the world are now controlled by men who take children from their families and educate them to deny God. They are atheists who build armies such as man never dreamed possible, armed with weapons capable of destroying all life on the planet. And they have vowed to wipe out religion from the earth, like the first Red Star Revolution in a tiny nation where the miracle of the sun occurred for us in the free world, and for all those who have been enslaved in the red world. The miracle speaks. It reminds us that God exists and that man rejects him not only in the absolute heresy of communism, but whenever he disobeys and neglects God. Very few of those who witness the miracle will hesitate to admit, even after all these years, that they were afraid. Yet even in the same breath with which we speak of the terrible fear of the miracle caused, they also spoke of something equally extreme and marvelous: hope. The crowd expected to be destroyed at that moment, but were not. Even the discomfort experienced in the cold rain was suddenly lifted. They were exalted with a great joy, the supernatural, the joy of believing that God is in his heaven and that all would be right in the world. If the message of Fatima is terrible, it is also filled with the greatest hope the atomic age could possibly have. Indeed, should all the most terrible things prophesied come to pass, we are promised that ultimately there will be peace. Thus, the miracle of the sun is rather an explosion of hope than of fear. And herein lies a choice that must be made. At this crucial moment of history, by each of us, if we lose this struggle, it will be because we remained neutral, because we stood on the sidelines and wondered about it all. Were we shocked to see China fall to communism? Yet shocked though we may have been by communist expansion, what have we done? Have we said any extra prayers? Have we realized that this struggle was a spiritual one, with the enemy bending its primary attack on God himself? Have we made any reparations? Have we stopped being neutral and chosen sides? Let us choose now. This is one of the greatest opportunities given to those who hear the messages of Fatima. The ability to choose. Choose to pray. Choose Our Lady's love. Choose hope. Thank you all for being a part in this exploration of the Fatima miracle. I hope this has helped you learn something from the Fatima message. And that at the end of the day, when you have made your choice, you remain steadfast in your resolve. Thank you all. May God bless you, and may Our Lady keep you under her mantle. God love you. Thanks for watching. I don't know if you've noticed, but we actually don't run ads on this channel. We don't want you to be bombarded with distractions while trying to learn about Our Lady. And because we don't make money from ads,
we rely completely on our Child of Mary members to help us to spread the Fatima message all across YouTube. And if you want to help us and receive these spiritual gifts in return, then all you have to do is to click the link in the description box down below to become a Child of Mary. Once you click that link and become a Child of Mary, we will send you this beautiful metal lapel pin. You will also be given a subscription to Crusade magazine. And my favorite, you will have a daily Catholic Mass prayed in your name and for your intentions. And you will also receive this incredible ebook. So don't wait. Become a Child of Mary today to receive your spiritual gifts and to help us spread devotion to Our Lady all across YouTube. Just click the link in the description to become a Child of Mary. God love you.